I was recently rebuilding this old Honda 7.5 horsepower outboard motor and needed to get the pistons back into the head. And I had purchased a commercial tool for ring compression that I found to be very difficult to use, very unsatisfactory. Really couldn't make it work very well at all. So out of frustration, I just found a couple things in the shop that ended up working much better. One is a strip of plastic that I cut out of a binder, a ring binder, a divider, and that, along with a simple hose clamp, makes a tool that works pretty well for this. First thing to do to use this device is to just loosely wrap the plastic around the piston as it sits there, and then tighten up the clamp just a little bit. And that I'll just tighten it partially here first, being sure that everything is down nice and firmly on the head so that it's not canted one way or the other, and therefore wouldn't hold the rings properly. And then I'm going to just drop that piston down just a little bit there so that I'm sure that all the rings are within the band of the hose clamp. And then I go ahead and tighten it up. I was careful to try to avoid getting the seam of the plastic tangled up in the wrapping mechanisms. That's one thing to watch. And then also it's good to use a liberal amount of oil to make sure that the piston slides down easily. So I'll just ease that off just a second, let that run down and around the rings in the piston. There we are. Again, being careful to make sure everything is down firmly on the head, and then tighten it up all the way until it really doesn't go further easily. And then I found it works best for me to just back off just a part of a turn there, maybe between a quarter and an eighth of a turn. And then it's a matter of just pushing the piston down into the cylinder. To do that, I just tap it like so, and it should just slide right on down. Maybe I'm just a little tight there. Let's loosen up just a little more here. Try it. The plastic doesn't slide quite as easily as metal might, but it slides well enough so that you can get the job done just like that. I will say that in order to get that piston in there more easily, I did ease the edge here. This is a kind of a sharp edge otherwise, and I took a very fine Swiss file and just barely touched that, just so that there wasn't a knife-like square edge that the rings might catch on. But otherwise, it's just like you see, and it works pretty darn slick. So I, in the future, will be using this method and certainly not wasting my time with one of the commercial units. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out sometime.